Hi Capricorn, it's Trudy, and I am getting ready to create your reading for the month of May. And how are you guys out there? It's so good to see you. I am so excited. Let's go ahead and get right into your reading. The first card to come up for you. Oh, interesting. We just actually, the guides pulled this card for Taurus. And I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and here we have it for you. It's the Six of Rods. Now, again, if you're learning how to read the tarot, I want you to know that this is the suit of fire, passion, growth, energy. Often when I see this card, the first thing I think of is career. And so for you guys, I see that there is an announcement that will be made, and it could very well have to do with career, with promotion, with new leadership opportunities. It could also have to do with you getting out in front of an audience and speaking. This is you leading the pack. And again, you are a leader naturally, and you're also the least populated sign. So there are fewer of you than any other sign, so you're very special in that way. Many Capricorns out there find that people naturally gravitate toward them because they are so grounded. They are natural leaders. And again, Jesus was a Capricorn, so there you go. But I do see that coming out this month. That sort of energy is around you. People are following you. You're naturally stepping up to the plate. This is, you find yourself in a situation that feels very comfortable. And so it's an easy kind of feeling that you give to others. And it's very nice. And so very solid and also well thought out. So this isn't something that you're just jumping into. It's been happening for some time. You've been taking the reins for quite some time. And again, those who are following or behind you, who have your back, you've worked to have them in your network. You have assembled your network, and so you're ready and able. So the next card to come up, it's interesting that we should get the Page of Cups reversed. And again, the Page of Cups it can point to a younger person. It could point to someone who is either a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. And so if you have someone in your family, if you have a child perhaps, who is or maybe has a water sign or some water in them, you may very well find that this child is a bit of a challenge this month because they're just being a little overly dramatic, weepy, or, and I'm even hearing, this is a little crazy, but for some of you, you may have young girls, women around who are becoming hormonal for the first time. They're becoming young women. And so that's coming up as well. But even so, I can see that you've got it handled because you've got something that you're already engaged in. And this is sort of a side thing, a challenge that pops up. So you get distracted a little bit. But then again, you know, you're very good at getting folks back on track, especially the younger ones. And so this may be coming up. Now, again, I'm hearing a birthday. There could have been a birthday that came and went and wasn't acknowledged for some of you. I'm hearing that. Now, also there is perhaps the unanswered phone call or the unanswered email. And this is, again, from the heart. So this would be you reaching out to a family member, you reaching out to somebody who is important to you and perhaps not getting a response at all. Or if you do get a response, it's actually not the one that you were hoping for. So this is a small blip out there. And also this can also mean that there is someone who is a little bit immature perhaps, but not able to express themselves in a way that is, they're coming at you trying to like pull at your heartstrings, and you can see right through it, kind of thing. So I see that happening for some of you as well. But it does seem to me as if this is just something, situation coming up that will come and go very quickly. Now we do have the Four of Cups reversed. That's good, very good. That shows an opening, heart chakra. And so Capricorn, this month, you'll be creating a movement, so to speak, wherein others kind of follow, but at the same time, you're going to be dealing with matters of the heart. So career is sort of moving along at its own pace, or a project is moving along nicely, and that's sort of everything is lined up. But at the same time, we're dealing with someone or something or some situation that has us a little bit concerned, but at the same time reevaluating that relationship and how it's been working in the past, and whether or not we want to continue to, and this is what I'm hearing directly from your guides, but whether or not we want to continue that relationship as it is or change it. And that means that in a way, there's some little piece of you, I'm almost hearing, that's given up somewhat on the hope that this would ever change. And you may be resolving yourself to the fact, it's kind of like, I'm hearing it is what it is. And although there's disappointment that goes along with that, you are actually becoming more acclimated, I guess, to the situation. Now, for some of you, you actually may be waiting for news, and that news came, and that news has left you open to more possibilities. And let me be more specific. The news would have to do with the hope that either a human baby or some type of creative project was going to get the go ahead. So meaning that either you get the news that you're pregnant, or you get the news that somebody else is pregnant, or you get the news that a project or a creative project or something that you had been hoping for, or a loved one had been hoping for, that had actually taken root, or that there was an announcement that was going to happen. Now, this card would speak very much to the fact that you may be looking at other options or other ways to make that happen. And that is for some of you. And that's, your guides are saying, go ahead and do that, because you can always, there are always other ways, there are always other options, other ways to bring something to life, so to speak. Now, messaging is coming up for you, and messaging for some of you who are younger out there, in terms of a crush, or you may have been infatuated, or you may have some infatuation. And so for some of you younger ones, and again, we're reading for lots of Capricorns all over the world. And I say that because we have this page. You may actually find out that your crush is interested after all, and that could be something very nice. Or you could find out that yes, you did get invited to that situation. That person is going to invite you. And the last card to come up is the moon. Got a little glare going on here. This is major arcana stuff. So what we have ending the month is, and I'm trying to hold this up, I've got some glare happening here, and I'm very sorry. I'm going to get back to the regular filming here soon, next month. But this is a very interesting card, and especially for Capricorn, because Capricorn usually, you guys are kind of no nonsense, and you don't let your imagination get in the way too often. But what we have here is the moon. Now, so you may have actually someone around you who is a Cancer. I always think of Cancer when I see this card. Cancer would be the card relating to this, or the sign relating to this major arcana card. But this is a deep time of reflection for you at the end of the month. You may even feel, for some reason, a little down. You may feel as if, you know, you're looking at things quite deeply all of a sudden. And you may have some moments, I guess, is what your guides are saying. And so that's okay, especially if you've been trying to get pregnant, or you're trying to bring something to life, birth some creative project. That's a lot of work. And sometimes what we end up doing is pulling back into ourselves for a while so that we can come back at it once again with a new gusto, with new zest. But again, an announcement could be made at the beginning of the month, and that announcement, that big announcement that's made, could be followed by another smaller, as we spoke about, piece of news or information. And interestingly enough, the smaller piece could have you feeling down. And now I feel like that piece is more about your family, and it's more about it's closer to the heart. So you are regrouping toward the end of the month to try and decide how you're going to deal with this, because you don't want to continue this type of situation that seems to rehash. Now, again, for some of you, you may just stay in the situation. You may just relate again to this person as you always have. Also, the moon, for some of you, you may be finding that your psychic gifts are greatly enhanced toward the end of the month. And that's the really the benefit of this card. The moon is a very psychic card. It's the card of the female. This is the card of the mother. This is the card of Gaia. And so this is really about receiving information from your higher power, and trusting in that information to light a path toward the solution, so to speak. And so you're going to find that you're picking up on a lot of things toward the end of the month that that are perhaps you're questioning yourself as to whether or not you're crazy, or did you hear that really the way you thought you heard that? And you may hear your guides speaking very loudly to you. And sometimes they'll speak to you through other people, and even readers on YouTube. You'll hear your guides speaking to you, but there is a situation that will require your attention. Again, if you're looking for love, I will say that I do see for some of our younger Capricorns, there could be some very good news toward the middle of the month. And that could mean that you have been crushing or thinking about someone, or really wanting that person to pay attention to you, and you are getting that attention mid-month. So that's pretty cool. And what I'm hearing is dreamy, even from your guides. So whatever or whoever he is, I sense that he's pretty dreamy. You're going to be, again, creating some type of movement toward the beginning of the month, and there's some excitement going on for you. So strap yourself in and get ready for that. And congratulations and good for you. I really do see Capricorn really taking the lead in the month of May and having a lot of fun doing that. And so enjoy all of that, and have fun. fun with the month. It seems like there's going to be some mystery and some magic toward the end too. So that's pretty cool. Now, if this has resonated with you and you have further questions, please click the link below and I'd be happy to do a private and personal reading for you. Again, I am reading for every Capricorn in the universe. Very difficult to do. And some of you ask, how can you do that? Well, your guides come and they speak, and I am a channel. And so I'm lucky enough to be able to speak to you guys as a general group, but I can't really speak to your specific questions unless we do a one-on-one reading. So, and that's easy to do. So go ahead and click that link below. Also, I am teaching Major Arcana. It's taken me a little while to put this stuff together, but follow as you can. It's free. Why not? And then also, once you get your legs beneath you, you can post your billboard, or basically your ad, on the website myvirtualtarot.com. So just click on the register top right, and you can fill it all out. It's very similar to putting a post on eBay. And I will be actually giving you guys some instruction on that as to how to do that. So you can read for each other for free. And thank you so much, Capricorn. I loved reading for you. It's a very interesting month for you as well. So you guys have a great May, and I will see you soon.